In case anyone was interested in how Take Advantage was doing, we were just barely robbed for the boutique bonus there, but A+ movie. And it's one of the last ones, or is it the last one that the last scripts that I wrote that don't have 10 elements or don't have the capability of going to 10? I think Settle With That is the last one. Yeah. Which, I mean, Justice would say this stays 9.0 with our high quality facilities and our great composer, but then again, he is a little bit lazy. Can we keep it 9? I don't know. Let's pay Dewey for his services, and I probably will need him to stay on as our producer. So we'll go ahead and do that, and I'll say 3 years again. Here you go, Dewey. There you go. Alrighty then. So Settle With That. Can we keep 9? 9.0, please? Oh, wow. You're just... Oh, okay. This is the 12th week. Gotcha. Trailer ads for Bars is done. No big deal. And now that's done right as we get our other 2 movies coming in. So, all right. Settle With That. It's going to end up staying 9.0, thankfully. So this one will make us quite a bit of cash. I think by the end of the year, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be at $500 million. I think $500 million is a great goal to have for this year with my 10-star scripts. All right, so action movie right after Valentine's Day. Yeah, because I can't print it that fast. We can bump it. I have to compete with these. I'd rather not compete entirely with them. Let's do this. And then we're going to get both bonuses here, assuming I can do dirty tricks. So I'm going to say maybe we go 28K. And then we'll bring it down to 23. And then we'll go down to 20. And then we'll go down to 18. And I'm setting those numbers up, assuming the dirty tricks will happen. We'll advertise into these other movies. And then it's very generic, unfortunately. So we'll just go down the left side. And then on the dirty trick side, can we get anything for that first week is huge because the boutique bonus is like it really need to help that. So Tom Stone, no. Tommy Dawson, no. Tom Norris, no. All the Toms don't want to do it. Okay. Jane will. Takes too many days to prepare because I'm releasing it too quickly. So we'll go like that. Let's add a little bit more here just to give it an extra boost with the wedding appearance from Nelly. There we go. Charlie won't do anything either, so off we go. That should help. We'll release that in 24 days. Okay. So, Pollux movies this time around. Oh, Nelly is going to win some awards. I'm sure of it. It did really well. Everyone loved it. And then it underperformed. I thought it was going to perform better than it did, but it's all right. Just go like this and then like this. Basically, just choose the best ones. Just don't choose no losses, I guess, unless I have to. So here we go. I only have 2 movies with an actor. That's interesting. So the rest of my movies had female protagonists? Yeah. I mean, O'Nelly does, of course, but... now, who's my actress for O'Nelly? Is Nelly, right? Yeah, Nelly Mueller. Yep. It's like, what about Wonderful? Huh? Who's my actress for Wonderful? I only named the movie after her. Day before yesterday. Who was that? Alice. Oh, gosh. Alice. I need Alice to win something. I'm going to promote that. I need Alice to win something. I've been trying to get her a Pollux for so long. She needs to have one award. And you know what? I think this is your year. You're going up against Nelly, which is not the best year to go up against your colleague here. She does have objectively a better film. Probably a better performance. And the star power. But Alice, we're going to put some influence into that for you. All right? Good luck. We're going to try to tip the scales in your favor. Nelly doesn't need to know that we're doing this, okay? So best film, we're nominated for that. Cool. Ralph Taylor, nice. Probably going to win again. Scott Fuller, of all people, nominated for best actor. I say of all people because Scott Fuller is a less than 8 star. And the movie that he was in is a 7.4 popcorn. Like, this is not a movie that should win any awards. And yet, the movies he's up against, it's got to be this, right? On the Line. I mean, Online should win. There's really no justification for either one of us winning. So, yeah, you're probably not going to win that one. Alice is nominated. She's going up against a 10 out of 10. Loser Whaler. Ugh. Virgie Spencer, 8.8. So, relatively even on the professionalism score there. Yeah, I mean, there's... I hate that we're going up against a 10 out of 10, but, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully we win, but if there's some variance in it, maybe, you know. We'll see. Yeah, obviously we're going to the Pollux. All right. Take advantage. So, attendance 77% of 11,000. So, somewhere in the ballpark of like 5K would be all right, I think. Nah, it's probably up to 7 or so. Let's go 7. I mean, if we overshoot it, it's not a big deal, right? It's undershooting it that's a big deal, I guess. A bigger deal in that way. We'll go like maybe here with this. That's fine, and then down to about here. We don't have the boutique fall off, so it's fine. We're gonna advertise into our own movie, I guess. Carol Brock has had her skill lifted. That was a guarantee. We knew that going in. Same thing with Donald. We're starting to do guarantees here. And how many we got left? How many days? 112? 112. That is our timer. So in 112 days, I can fix the film school. All right. These movies take a long time to shoot, don't they? Nope. Not going to bother with those. I'm really just concerned about these. I want to see a 10 out of 10 movie. I think that's our finale, okay, guys? When we get a 10 out of 10 movie at release, we release a 10 out of 10 movie. I think that's the part where, oh my gosh, this is devastating to me, isn't it? Doing that would be devastating to me. Yeah. Settle with that. Thanks. I mean, there's just no way we let that pass, right? I mean, there's just no way. Right as we get a 10, right as we get 10s, that's when we are going to limit how many showings we can do. No, not going to happen. And it's the end of next year where we lose our films or lose our theaters and stuff. So it's like, whatever. You got to milk it for as much as you can while you can, right? So yeah, I have 11,000 influence. There's zero chance I let that pass. And I can see a lot of the votes and stuff that are going to be coming up ahead of me, but I still do have some people behind me. I have no idea why any of these other people would ever do this. Like, why would Evergreen ever agree to this when I exist? You know, like I exist here. I don't know what Gernstein's going to commit to it. I'm going to put two grand into it. 1,700. Supreme probably. This pretty much guarantees it. I don't know how much they're going to put into it, but Evergreen's going to be helping me here. So, but I'm going to make sure. I'm going to invest that influence and make sure that it cannot pass. Oh yeah, you put a lot into it, but not enough. Nope, not enough. Yeah, if I had put 1,000 into it, it would not have been enough. Right? So like, I mean, I didn't need 2K, but I needed to make sure. So, all right, here's our Pollux. Same thing as last time. I'm going to kind of skip around and get you guys the summaries of what's going on here. But just so we can see, for those who care, you can see what he says this year, 1947. This is the 15th annual Pollux Awards. What's he going to say? Special thank you for everyone who arrived in limousines. Your chances of winning a Pollux just doubled. It did? Why? Wait, why? Why? I don't get it. I'm slow. I don't get it. Yeah, Lloyd Garrett. That's weird. See, that's really weird. It should have been Oscar McBride. I mean, that was the 10 out of 10 movie. There's just no reason why that guy should have won. So that's just crazy. Alice! Alice! Finally! God, it's taken forever. How many times have I pushed you in front of this stage? Like 8 times now? Well done. About to join Herman for best person never to win anything. Okay, now it's Operation Wendy Carpenter now. For me. It's Operation Wendy Carpenter on the awards. I might try to get Charlie one too, I suppose. But I hate that Alton was nominated for both of these, and they were really great, and yet Felix wins this. I just, it's so... really grinds my gears. Give it to Silvano. All right, fine. Ralph can have another one. What is that, your 5th? You could just start a little collection there. Maybe put them up on Craigslist. I don't need this one. We can sell a few of these things. All right, O'Nelly will win Best Film. That's justified. That was a very good film. Loser Whaler was objectively better though, okay? So that's also a little bit crazy. So I don't know how it determines it. There's got to be some kind of variance to it. There's got to be some kind of RNG going on in the background that gives like a certain probability to win based on certain factors, but you know, a lower film can still win. I think my influence that I pushed into her might be the deciding factor in her winning. I feel good about that. So Alice Phillips, finally a Pollux Award winning actress. And I only owe $8.6 million in taxes. And now I have to wait for everyone who's established in things. Oh, just one? Oh, just one. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's see. So great attendance here. Picked my numbers pretty well. Maybe not very well. I mean, 77% of this, I did that. I think it bumped up. I think it just got like an increase from week 4 to 5, comparatively. But it's all good. We have 86% of 5,600. So we're gonna want to take. I don't know. Let's just bring it to 4. At this point, it doesn't really matter, right? We can just leave it alone, I think. I don't even need to be meticulous about this. Just leave it. I mean, I didn't, but I'm going to now. Just leave it the way it is. It's fine. All right. Now we come... the hot-tempered leader is taking over. Alice also a 10. You two are going to work together, right? You two are definitely going to work together. All right. Vincenzo Robinson up to 9 star as well. Very nice. And we're still rocking for another 93 days. Yeah. All right. So this movie we have, I don't want Alice to work with Wenderful. It's supposed to be Wendy's movie, but I could maybe get you to work on Pass the Torch. So boy becomes a man kind of thing. And that sounds like me. Doesn't that sound like me? Sounds like me. Timothy, you can take this. It's, again, a little bit of a risk of dropping, but it's looking to me, based on past experience, that like anything can drop this movie. So I don't know if we can actually get 10s. I guess we'll find out. We'll go like this. Cinematographer will be a 9.0. Oh, it's one of those deals, is it? Okay. I don't suppose there is a better one available. No. Could bring Homer back, but he's an 8. Seems weird to avoid hiring someone because they're an 8.0, but that's where we are in the game, man. You know what? 4-time award winner Timothy Erickson, I will get your contract going. That's so expensive for an extension, though. We're talking $1 million for just this one film. Again, you have the negotiating power because I'm the one coming to you. That's how that works. I mean, I might as well just use Henry Holt, but then I have to put it into sound stages. And if I put it in sound stages, I don't have 4-star locations. So I guess we wait. I guess Pass the Torch is going to wait. I don't have anyone who's capable of doing it right now. I need to, film school is so good for lifting people's limits. You really got to do that. Let's go ahead and get Anthony Graham signed up again. And then I just need a lot of their limits. I probably should focus on cinematographer limits, which I'm not going to do right here, but I just want to see what my options are here. So like Timothy, we can get you unlocked here. That would help, but you're a misogynist. Everett. I think Everett would be a good one, but I don't know how to change this. If I can influence this at all. Like, for example, if I work on sound stages a lot, like over and over again, are they getting experience towards bumping it to the next level based on where they're working? I don't think that's a thing, right? I feel like there's parts of this game that are just incomplete, you know? There's just certain parts of this game that I really wish were different. You know, the little things. I think they got the macro scale things I think they got right, but it's the little things that I just have a little bit of a hard time with. Just, come on, man. Do it right. Do it right. 13, let's go 12. Let's go down to 10 and 9.3. We're getting that boutique fall off here, so let that go. And I will zoom you ahead to when these two movies are done, I think. I do like how Annie is now unlocked, so I can go ahead and train her. Guaranteed to 10-star through training now, which is going to be good. And I think I can probably do one more run here. It's fine. You do one more run just like this. It's cool. All right, I'm going to zoom you ahead so that you can see how production turned out here on these movies. Actually, not quite yet, because Looking Glass is... Oh, what? I was like waiting for it to boost up. Didn't happen. Not this time. It's still labeling as a 10 up here. Oh, no, that's the script's potential. Yeah, it's the script's potential. Okay, that's fine. So let's go. Yeah, down here. I think we shelved this for a second. I want to make sure I have the right people available, and the right people are currently working on this as far as I know. Are there any new people available to get? Employee center. Let's take a look at anybody out there. So we can uncap you. I have a lot of people that are getting uncapped. They just need to be trained. The film school just needs to keep kicking them. So I think we're at the point now where it's kind of just a matter of time. I might get Lloyd Sims. I might just suck it up and pay him. I think so. I need somebody who can edit these two movies. Like, they're about to finish, and I don't have. I'm gonna grab him. Who else can I grab here? Pamela. She's got the misogynist thing. I don't like that. Conceited is okay. He's pretty expensive, but he's not capped. It's very expensive to do this. Who are my current editors right now? 9.0 capped. Okay, it's Annie. That's the other one. So I wanted to have at least 2 10s. And so I think Annie's going to be the one. And unfortunately, she has to edit one of these movies, but it's okay. Maybe that'll be all right. Now, as far as the composers go, right here, composers. So 9.4, yes, but I also, all of my 9s are capped. So I think if we have another composer out there, Rafael Lopez also, like, why are all the good ones the misogynists? All the good guys hate women, I guess. He's very cheap, though. If I could just overcome this. Yeah, you can't change their personality, though. Alcoholic conceited. Chast wouldn't be too bad. I could probably overcome his limits and then train Theodore Hayes up. He's 33. Probably train him up. Disciplined. I don't think libidinous really matters for an editor. Yeah, I think probably what I'll do is get Theodore. And I'll just trade him up. Because he has... Like, alcoholic is going to make him unpredictable. His work's not going to be great. Lazy is not something I want. Arrogant would be okay, but Gernstein has him for now. Maybe I could get... maybe I could work on... Yeah, April 1948. So he's still got a year left in his contract. Not really going to be able to do anything with that. If I was playing longer, right, if we're able to carry on, then okay. But I don't know. I don't know, man. I probably won't be able to release a 10 out of 10 movie. We'll have to see how this goes. Okay. Okay. Unknown person just murdered Vincent Barry, of all people. Like, I guess you're going to pick on my 6.7. Okay. Sorry, Vincent. We didn't know you well. I don't even know if I was able to use you for a project. I just hired you. You were on, I think it's because you were on Capped or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember. There's too many people, man. I think I want to slim my team down, right? And make fewer movies with really great people just over and over again. Maybe that's the play. I don't know. This is the boutique bonus just really pulling its weight now. We're still getting like 5,000 views for this. 5,000 showings for this. 4.7. Let's dip it a little further. Let's go like 4,000, I guess, right there. And then like 3,600. There we go. Okay, are we finally ready to see the outcome of these movies? Coming Home should be first. They're at the same time, I guess. Okay, so Bobby Martin, do I want to keep you around? You are cheaper than I remember, and you're the highest. I mean, your skill is up there, so you are a little cheaper than I remember because I have the behemoth bonus now. So I can give you the heroin, and I think I get you. Screw it. Let's just get this guy for 3 years. Fine. We're definitely keeping Margaret. Probably like, I don't know, $1.5 million. That money she is expensive. She is actually quite expensive. I'm gonna get you for 5 movies for $2 million. Okay, fancy pants. Let's see how well you do. Coming Home. Were we able to change our stars on this? We pumped a lot of money into it already, and it stays a 9. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, why is this a 9? No. No. This is a 10. This was a 10. Why is it capped at... Why are you saying out of 9? You can see the highlight. It said out of 10. What? Like the 10 is... It downgraded my script. It downgraded my script, you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 elements. 10 elements. Highlighting 10, but yet it's capped at 9. What? That's a bug. Right? I'm not wrong on that, right? That's a bug? I mean, it's a 10. I don't understand what's going on here. Might as well put my 9s on this then. That's just wrong. That's just wrong. I got nothing else to say about that. Did it happen with Aftermath 2? This is Wendy's movie right here. Did it happen with Wendy's movie too? Again, out of 9. They did it again. What is this? And in only a 7.3? Are you kidding me? I'm about to rage quit. It doesn't look like 10s are possible. This screwed me over bad. This made a 7.3. And they're giving me no explanation as to why. $10.0, 10.0, 9, 9, 9.9, 9, just under 9, 10, 8.6. Everyone happy, maxed out across the board, every single tool I have. And you're a 7? You're a 7? What? Nothing is making sense here. Absolutely none of that makes any sense. Again, 10 out of 10. Everything is maxed out. Maxed out location scouting. Maxed out locations. Across the board. We're going to use the Pryor A1, objectively the best camera in the world. Max out all the stats. Producers. Like, I can see where producers would make it under 10, but not 7. Not 7. Why is everyone good at misogynist? I'm not, I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really rather annoyed by this. I mean, I did everything right. I did everything right. Yes, I'll pay you more money. You're like dirt cheap, so yes, I'll pay you more money. If you're a forced union with me, I don't know. That'll cheer me up. Donald will be the love interest. Oh shit. Oh, I get it. Oh, what did I do? Did I do this? I did this. I didn't do love triangle though. Oh, I should have done love triangle for this. There's a love interest and a forced union. That should have been a love triangle right there. Oh man, that's a missed opportunity. Sidekick. Donald, and then love interest is Bobby Martin, I guess. Like, just look at the people behind this film and tell me that it shouldn't be at least over a 9, you know? Huh. This will be bonkers. I get confirming Wenderful is a 10 out of 10 movie, right? We didn't misread this. There was nothing misread. There was just an enormous amount of money spent on a 7, is what it was. And no realistic events happened throughout the process of filming that movie that would change that. No random events. Nothing from what I can see. I don't have alcohol in my theaters. I don't have any type of like global event affecting things. I got nothing like that going on at all. It just flat out sucks is what it is. It just flat out sucks. And I want this one to be maxed out too, so I'm going to wait on this. Man, this might be rage quit territory here. I'm actually like, if my decisions don't matter, then why am I playing, right? Like if my decisions don't matter, then this has to be a bug. I think the only thing we could say about this, I think it absolutely has to be a bug. I don't even remember what my numbers were here. So I'm just going to go a little over. I'm probably going to go over what I should be doing, but I don't remember. I guess these were the previous numbers, right? I'll just keep them roughly where they were before. There's no, I mean, it has to be a bug. So I'm just going to chalk it up to a bug. But like, again, if it's bugged, then what am I doing? If I actually, like, I'm not saying if my decisions don't matter, why am I playing? Because the devs did it to me. I'm saying if the game is bugged this way, then what am I doing? You know? It just does, that doesn't make any sense. We do a 3-year contract with you, I guess. Try to get you leveled up at some point here. We should be almost done. Everybody else's training is going to be successful here in a second. Rolled the 50%. Clifton, welcome to the team. 8.0. Failed. We'll continue. Again, I want to get this place fixed up. We did get the double there, so now Matthew Zimmerman is a 9.2. It's very nice. Bill Horton, also getting you guaranteed to 8. And then that is basically it, other than... we actually have the sound studio that needs to be fixed too. Well, once these are done, we'll fix everything there too. Yeah, 32 days and 32 days. And then we'll fix the film school. We can fix the producer's office, but we're already in production, so we're going to wait on that. Services can be fixed, I guess, because we're not really using that. So let's fix the services. Security, at this point, we can probably go ahead with repairing on these. Let's go ahead and repair these buildings. Oh, are we just repairing the whole of security? Is that what? Yeah, I think it's all of security, I guess. Yeah, okay. Or maybe it's one security building at a time, which also really doesn't make any sense because, like, you could hire multiple teams to fix things. You should be able to fix and renovate more buildings than one, but all right. Yeah, we'll just go through and repair some of these sound stages because we can. Get them up to 100. B3, I think we can probably demolish. We don't really need that anymore. Not really using the B stages anyway. So there we go. Maintenance building. Power plant can be repaired, but then I start buying power, which I don't really think is a matter. I don't really think that's a big deal. I mean, it costs me more money, but whatever. 147 days. We'll fix that. I'm mostly fixing things. If you're curious on why I'm doing this, it has to do with, again, if we're playing into Act 2, I want to have all my buildings really ready to go for Act 2. Because chances are Act 2 will start with lots of events happening back and forth. And so I just want to be prepared for that. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just making sure that everything is good there. We can go ahead and repair this. This will... I think it says it will slow, but it doesn't say it will actually I think it's just the one RNG team. And that's fine. The one team will go a little bit. We'll not work on it. And that's all right. Okay, let's see how this happened here. So editing, aftermath, didn't change the result at all. So something is up with that. 9.5, 9.4, the best possible facilities didn't make any difference at all. That is really disappointing. Aftermath, man. I don't understand that. It's incredibly disappointing. The only thing I can think of is that it's just not considering Wendy Carpenter to be a 10-star actress, right? It's still counting her as a 2-star or something. Like it didn't matter that I raised her up. That's the only thing that justifies that. Like the fact that the game is thinking that I had a 2-star protagonist. That's the only thing I can think of. But then how does that impact the other movie that she's not part of? You know? Because the other movie was way low too. Not that low, but you know, still quite low from what it should have been anyway. Oh, we'll go like this. I mean, I don't think there's much I can do as far as dirty tricks here, but Wendy's not willing to do it. So Gertrude's not willing to do it. Marion's not willing. Nobody's willing to do a dirty trick, so fine. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Coming home. I mean, this was really great for a 9.0 script, but it still got downgraded. Even still got downgraded artistically. Probably because I had good people. I don't know. That's frustrating. So I think there's clearly something up with that, and I think there's something wrong with getting a 10-star movie. I think there's something wrong with it. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what's causing this, but it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. I ordered so many days. How many thousands of days did it take to work up to being able to do 10-star scripts? Only for the game to immediately downgrade all of them to 9s after you spend the money on it. It's not great. Doesn't feel good. All right, so we're going to put these in circulation, I guess, such as they are. Doesn't look like anybody's willing to do anything for me. All right, Vivian will do it. You know what? I'll pay off the debts. It's fine. Donald will do something too. I remember Donald was willing to do things. Aid for the homeless. Very high chance of success, right? Bump that up. Let's see what happens with Wonderful then. This will be like the last movie of the video then. We'll see what happens with this. I want to see if I'm getting robbed every single time or if it's... This still says 10 out of 10 here. And it does allow the popcorn score to exist as a 10 here. That's with my own camera. This is the first movie we've made with my own camera. Okay? So maybe under the hood, the camera is limited to 9. Right? It doesn't say that. I'm going to go and look. Maybe it does say that somewhere. But maybe the camera is limited to 9. It still doesn't explain why that movie was a 7. That's unjustified, but it might explain why the other one was capped at 9. And then this here is very close. We need a great production here. And then again, we'll see if the production tanks because Wendy Carpenter. Right? If it's reading her as a 2.0, then this should be smashed as well, right? So we'll see. We'll go in here. It says actors are bringing it down, which, I mean, F you. No, it's not. No, it's not. So I have no idea. Producers, yes, that makes sense. Cinematographer doesn't. Cinematographer is a 10. Yep. And 100%. And he's outside on location exactly as he likes. So I don't know. But we'll see. Let's let Wonderful go here. We'll put Jose on it even. And honestly, let's make it a real casual experience here. I like how it says 0 days. Oh, no, it's outside. Okay, yeah. So it's going to take 158 days, but then the second unit will do it. But I'm going to make them a real easy schedule here. All right. I want to have a really easy filming schedule, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. That is incredibly light for a film schedule. And we'll just let them do their thing over the next half year, and we'll see how it works at the end of the year. Yeah. I'm going to get you for 5 movies. And I'm going to zip you to the end. I want you to see the results of everything. So I'm going to zip you to the end of this production here. I don't think there's really a whole lot else that I care too much about. We did uncap Carl Hudson. So that's really great to know. But then the film school is no longer doing anything. So we can repair the image workshop now. I guess we'll go ahead and repair that, as well as the film school. We can repair that. We already repaired Trash Pit. The production offices, we don't want to do that because the producers are on this film. So we'll wait. This soundstage, we're not using it. This is entirely on location, so we can go ahead and repair this too. I don't believe we're writing any scripts at the moment. Everybody is doing nothing, right? So we can go ahead and repair this. Although, if I start them, you won't be able to work on scripts, story ideas, or synopses. So they will stop working on scripts. Okay. Then we'll just do that. It's 12 days to repair that. The writer's office, we can repair that. The assembly line, we can repair that. So just getting everything repaired for the later stages of the next game, or for Act 2. And it looks like these things here are next. At least this one is. All of these are repaired and ready to go. These are maybe a little bit lacking. I'm not working on Pass the Torch right now, technically, and we don't need a pre-production office if we're not doing anything in pre-production. So, okay. We can go ahead and repair these buildings too, just to cap them off. And then printing office is, printing at the moment, so we don't want to interrupt that. Same thing with marketing and all that stuff. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to zoom you ahead to the end of the production for Wonderful. If anything else prominently happens, anything else that matters happens, then I'll bring you back into that so you can see. But, I mean, Kino Mark scores are going to be fine and all that, but none of the ratings are going to change. So, I'll see you guys in a second. Actually, I'll bring you in now. So, right as I cut, post-release analytics completed. It says, after a film is released, analytics and statistics will report information about the audience that came to the theaters. So, I want to see what that interface is and whether it's, worth it to me, whether I, care about it or not. And then I think probably the most useful thing is going to be printing in a week. But I mean, again, I kind of want to see why this matters. I don't know why it would matter, but we're going to see. So 470 days on that, because there's a lot of there's extra legs on that. There's branches to that. So clearly the devs thought that would matter, and I want to kind of know why. Okay, so Aftermath is being released here. Here's the reviews. Do I get to see anything about it from this screen? Doesn't look like it. So maybe it's at the... Well, it has to be in theaters first, right? Yeah, you can't see which audience showed up without, them actually showing up first. So fragmented narrative is now botched that way. I don't see anything in the interface yet here. I just want to see if I could analyze it before the first month was done, but it doesn't look like it. So, also whether it's retroactive. So maybe it could be retroactive. Maybe the extra films we saw before, we could see this. Perform analytics. Here it is. Okay. So what I want to see is, let's say Nelly, for example. Nelly was great. Won Best Film. Had lots of rewards, nominations, all sorts of things. If I hit this, analyze the distribution results of Oh Nelly. Really? You're gonna charge me for it? Well, I guess you weren't. Maybe you charged me for it because of it being in the past. I feel like you wouldn't charge me for it if it's a current movie. That's what is my department doing? That's their job. They should be analyzing this as a part of their job, not costing me extra. But I guess that's not how it works. Okay, 47%. It's like, hey boss, I'd love to actually look at the things we made, but it's gonna cost you. What? You're a marketing department. Excuse me? Exactly in your job description, does it say that you just set it and forget it? Is that part of your marketing budget? Okay. Here we go. Yeah, sorry. We make the ads. We don't actually look at the ads and see how they performed to better produce. No, that costs extra. Okay. Sure. You are in planning stage, right? Take advantage? No, it's not. Take advantage is bugged because it's still over here, even though it's not in theaters anymore. Yeah, 33% attendance on 12K. So we're looking at something like 4 39333. Something like that. Why not? Let's just put a little bit of more money into that failure. All right. Timothy, really? Come on, man. I loved your hat. Serious illness. Guy was in his 30s. Must have been a pretty serious illness. Okay. Again, I'm going to zoom you guys ahead here. This is actually going slow according to the original production plan, but that's because I slowed it down here. I want to see if the easy shooting day is going to improve the quality of this, right? I don't want anything to get in the way of this, so I'm making it super easy on their filming schedule. Intentionally. Yeah, coming home is pretty good. Okay, none of this is prominent for you. Let me zoom you ahead. I'll be right back. All right, so here's the movie that we've been releasing and distribution just concluded. So when it concludes, there's now a new button here that says Perform Analytics. We can hit that. It still takes 14 days. But I'm going to hit it anyway. And we're going to see what happens. We're going to send it to archive. So once the distribution is completely done, then you can do that. Mr. Double, how are you? 9.4 is not really doing a whole lot for me lately, is it? 3 years on your contract. There you go. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of value in being over a 9.0 here. All the people I spent unlocking their potential and all that. It's, I don't know about that. 35, this can end. And we'll go ahead and Norman Schroeder, very nice, 10 stars. We'll go ahead and perform the analytics on this one too, just because I want to see the differences. And also, like Aftermath, I don't know what is analytics going to show me about that. So this is what distribution analytics looks like, and I have never seen this interface before. So give me a second to struggle through the explanation of what this is, and we'll see. So it looks like I can see the different demographics of people that showed up at the movie. And how well we targeted them is pretty good here. And so it looks like young men and young women were the majority of the people who showed up for this film. And we targeted them as an A. Boys and girls were not our target audience, really. And they showed up. But yeah, mostly men and women were targeted really well. And they weren't the majority of things. That's weeks 1. Now, 9 through 12 kind of like died. Everything just dies. Okay. Advertisers, we can now see the descriptions of these, which is not that helpful to us here. Okay. Drama, advertising time, 8 weeks. I can see a lot of things here. I'm just trying to figure out what's the most important thing to focus on. Story element combinations. So this is going to tell me which ones are successful, which ones are common. They don't detract from anything, but they also don't add much, and then unsuccessful. So let me see what the game considers to be common and not contributing anything. Drama and fragmented narrative. Really? Disagree. I'm a little bit biased because I like fragmented narratives, but fine, whatever. Modern American town, pretty much just settings in general. Doesn't look like it really happens there. Profanity and dramas, I guess. Okay, sure. I can get behind that. These are really great too. These ones matter. You know, war is hell, surviving wartime. Like this is great. I do like those. Let me see really quick about these. War veteran and sidekick didn't help. We didn't have any harmful ones. At least we didn't have any unsuccessful ones in here. Adjusting to life, etc. Maybe this is what happened to Wendy's movie. Maybe there were unsuccessful combinations in there. I just don't agree with it. But I mean, it's 1940s and we have a women protagonist, right? So maybe it's just the times. The world doesn't care how women feel about the war. Strengths and weaknesses. So this one was a film that had maxed out location scouting. And it had a cinematographer that was four trees. It had a 10-star for cinematographer. So it really should not have had... It said poor set design because the quality of the set design was too low for the film. This was shot on location. Hang on. Now, that's not to say that shooting films on location doesn't involve a set. But when you have amazing quality props and costumes, and you have amazing quality locations researched with 4 stars throughout the whole thing, the set design should not be bad. There should be no weaknesses in the set design there. If you shoot a movie with an amazing quality location and you dress that location with amazing quality costumes and props, then you cannot have a poor set design. Like, by definition, you have high quality, amazing quality everything in that regard. Now, the set, like the soundstage, right? That would take place in place of a location, but you'd still have your costumes and props, unless there's something I'm missing there. Am I missing something with you? Oh, I can buy technology? Oh, there's a Flumen camera. I didn't even know there was another camera available. I skipped right over it. Maybe this is the camera I was supposed to have. It's black and white, though. That's why I didn't buy it. I think I have seen this, but it was black and white, so I didn't buy it. Hold on a second. Let me see something really quick. So I think it's this. Artists create amazing scenery. I think this is why it says it was weak. But it's just an opinion, because it's about how they interpret the set design. I see this as replacing this when I'm on location. That's how I see it, because you're location scouting. You don't need to dress these sets. The sets are there. The atmosphere is there. Yes, maybe you need to change certain things about the walls, change certain things about maybe you're choosing. I'm trying to think of how the devs have interpreted this. Like, maybe you're choosing more scene appropriate vehicles to drive by, or you're, trying to put artwork on the side of a building for like a corporate logo or things like that. But I kind of feel like that stuff falls in this area. Even though I guess they are putting a paint roller right here. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. The more one of the things that happens when you talk through a problem, right? You hear it out loud, and like, as you hear it, it starts to make different sense to you, right? Like, there's certain things about this that I guess does apply to locations that are not props and costumes. Props, costumes, these are things that actors interact with, not necessarily things that are part of the scene. And even though you're on location, you are doing things with the scene that are appropriate for your narrative. So, okay, you know what? I've changed my mind as I'm going through this. I think this is about finding those locations that are really amazing, and then this is about making them fit your movie amazingly. That's how I would word this. I don't think I like this. Artists create amazing scenery. Because that to me is this. But artists creating amazing scenery that goes with your narrative, I think, is where they're going with this. I think I can get behind this now. I'm gonna say I'm wrong, and that this actually does make sense now. Okay, I'm talked myself out of what I was originally thinking this whole time while I was, you gotta talk through your problems sometimes, and if you talk through it, I find that if it's really difficult to explain something, then you don't understand it very well. Right? I mean, I think that's fair to say. If you have a hard time explaining something, then you don't understand it well enough. And if I'm trying to explain and justify why that's not a relevant thing, and I'm having a hard time doing that, it's probably because I don't understand it well enough, or I'm wrong. And I think at that point, there's might be a little bit of both there, but I think it's more on the wrong side. I think I understand it well enough. I would hope I do anyway, but I mean, I don't know. I haven't made a lot of fiction films. I haven't been on the set of a lot of fiction films. A lot of the stuff I've participated in has been nonfiction. You don't have to really dress a scene for nonfiction very much. So, okay, over 500 extras. We can now have that as abilities. And I'm going straight over here now. Yep, going straight over here now and getting this. I think maybe these are necessary for the 10-star, you know? Maybe this is what's necessary for a 10-star movie. So we're going to go with that, and we're going to see. And I want to go straight over from Aftermath. I want to go straight over to strengths and weaknesses and see what this is. So film's main shortcomings. Having Fred Russell as the parent figure actually impacted this. 38 years old, age mismatch. So you're saying that, I mean, we have costumes. This part I don't agree with. We have costumes and sets. We have makeup departments. We can make him look older, okay? So I don't like that. That part makes no sense to me at all. I will disagree with that, and I will die on that hill. Because like we have so many situations of younger people playing older people because of costumes and makeup and set and like that and props. Like we have amazing quality stuff that should not have happened. This though, I think I'm warming up to it. I can get behind that. We had great strengths though. Gertrude, artistic value increased, established genre role, drove audience interest, etc., etc. That's great. Story element combinations. War Widow and Mentor. I just don't agree with this. I think there's so many things we could do here. Like, even if you were like really good friends with a therapist or something, like this could matter. Or you have an old teacher. You know, this is someone who helps the protagonist find their path in life, or a true master. Find their path. Find their path. It doesn't have to be a true master. It can be someone who helps them find their path. I don't agree with this one, but it's okay. It's vague, right? You got to be generic in how you classify things. So I guess, and all these are mostly set for the scene and scenery and things like that. Okay. I mean, this is a valuable screen actually. When it comes to playing the game, this is a valuable screen. Because it actually made me care. This screen actually made me care about the set design stuff. So, okay, I can buy that. Oh, you want this much money now, do you? You have been so cheap for so long. I just renewed your contract. I extended it. I didn't renew it. I extended it. Oh boy. She wants a lot of money now, doesn't she? Look at that. She's like, hey, I expect to be paid appropriately now, sir. Okay. You know what? I'll do you one better. I'll put you up in a villa with an extended healthcare plan, and I'll send you over a wardrobe and a bottle of whiskey to go along with all of it, okay? You can have a 5-year contract, Wendy Carpenter, even though we don't even have 5 years left. You deserve it, I guess. I guess. Even though there's like basically zero chance you're winning an award, and you pretty much haven't done anything that deserves it. You've had your hands held the entire time, but fine. Let's see how this goes. Little Miss, I want my contract extended before the movie's even done filming. Okay, filming results are getting this to a 10 popcorn score, and we're firmly over a 9. So, you know, again, maybe it's the camera. It doesn't say it's the camera, but maybe it's the camera. Maybe the camera is responsible for us being downgraded like that. We were just capped at a 9 because of that. I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to tell. I gotta look at the description on that camera and see if that's it. Lloyd Sims. So we had a 9.5, 9.4. Well, now my own facilities are down, right? For repair. I'm repairing them. So you know what? Let's do the amazing quality one. I mean, that's the whole point of having this, right? So let's see what goes. It says amazing. Amazing sound. There's only 1 day left in that repair too. Amazing sounds a lot like it should be better than high. You know what I mean? We're not using our own concert hall, so we'll go ahead and repair that too. There we go. Marketing department's not quite ready yet. We could maybe get that. It's only 6 days. Theater management. A repair on this one is 78 days. That's too long. Main building is 70 days. No thanks. Let's leave those alone for now. My power plant's going to come back online in 12 days. Where's the water? Didn't I build my own water tower? Right there next to it. Right there. Repair the water tower, 56 days. Okay. So all the facilities are looking really good now. Yeah, everything's really high quality. We could maybe hit this one now that this one's done. I could maybe go ahead and repair that one. So because the other team is back now, so we can do that. And we're pretty much ready for Act 2. You know? No. Oh, come on. Wow, they're killing off our good guys, man. Donald Hammond. I need even more security forces to protect my people. All right, well, 1948. This is the year we lose our cinemas. But I have nearly 500,000. It didn't work out. I think the only reason it didn't is because that movie really underperformed. It didn't give me the 10 stars. So I need to take a look at that and see if it's the camera thing. Probably a lot of you guys know what it is, and you're just going to tell me, and that's great. I hope you do. 5 movies in the top 10, including the top 3. Box office successes. Not uncommon for us to own the box office, given our theater count. And looks like we're getting experience at the top. We got a level 10 for Herbert Campbell, and we are going to bump. This is pre-production department. Yeah, we'll bump him here. And man, I got so much invested in him, though. So if he ever goes away, I am way slower now. I wonder if they can be targeted. I haven't seen any department heads targeted by rival studios. As far as the like assassination attempts and beatings and all that stuff, I haven't seen that happen, but maybe they can be. I suppose if the game lets me protect them, then it would be a thing. They really need to condense this. But this is like the 3rd time I've done this in this video. They really need to condense these things and just like bing, 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 and then just have them all ping at the same time. Put 8 of them on the screen. I can see what all of them are. Cool. And that's it. You know, like next, you know, like next 8, please. Like that needs to be something that happens, I think. We can hold a banquet now. I suppose I really don't need the influence points for next time. I might need a lot of influence for Act 2, maybe. And I really don't think I don't need the money. So I guess we'll just do that. Influence is way more limited. Even at 10 grand, it's more limited than my money is. So I think we're good to go. And I still can't repair defensive operations while I still have people under protection. That's just a really silly limitation. Security in general, I can't. While there's just how it goes. I've had some people tell me I should do better landscaping. And I reiterate once more, I cannot do that. It's not possible to do that. So notice my maintenance department has nothing left to research. Medium landscaping is all they give me. Maybe Act 2 has high-level landscaping. We can look at it then. But for now, I can't do it. I can't do anything with that department. That's why it's doing this. This one is post-production department. And now, again, preparing for Act 2, probably could have gotten some of these. So why don't we go with orchestral recording setups? And now that post-production has level 4 there, I can do this in 1650 days. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll swap that department to do that. On the producer side of things, I guess maybe cover 50% of using gifts. Okay, that's really like, what kind of gifts can you even get for that? I don't know. 3 producers per project probably doesn't help me much either, but I guess we'll do this one because it's, yeah, I guess 400 influence to speed that up a little bit. I don't really care to speed it up much, to be honest. This is 1,300 days. Not a big deal. And then over here in the security department, again, preparing for Act 2. Thinking maybe search for information without risk of exposure is pretty undervalued. I think that's a pretty good value there. There might be a lot of stuff that happens, and being able to search it without exposure is pretty good. We're going to go ahead and do that now. On the services side of things, because I have a lot of buildings just sitting there earning influence, but at this point I have a lot. So let's take a look at maybe down here where housemaids and stuff are. It does say like 50% of value can be special gifts. So I guess if I get car and driver or luxury cars, penthouses, spousal assistants, butlers, housemaids, etc., if I get all these things and just tick all the boxes, maybe they'll end up being very cheap. Everything will be very cheap comparison. I don't think there's a whole lot of merit in getting a grand banquet over these things. So we'll go with car and driver for now. And I guess if I'm preparing for the next chapter, then getting it faster does make sense. So that'll have it for the start of 1949 in that sense. And then it's time to elect everything for the Pollux again. So settle with that's going in there. Aftermath should have been, but it's not. However, I'm still going to put it in there because I want Wendy Carpenter to have a chance at winning. So we'll do that. I'm going to put Coming Home in there instead of Take Advantage. Man, I feel like it really shouldn't be. I'm being very biased right now. I don't think Wendy Carpenter... It doesn't matter, right? This is best film. Yeah, don't worry. Down this way. This one here. This one here. Yep. And then Take Advantage again. There we go. I'm probably not going to boost any of these. 3 films are only available for Best Actor. There we go. All the best ones are. And then there's Carpenter's. What a disappointment that is. Coming Home. Maybe Wonderful will be, more wonderful. Maybe it'll be a more wonderful film. So far, it looks like it's got a chance to be a more wonderful film, right? Because it's a 10.0 popcorn score, so it's got a chance. We got to see how the editing works here. 15 days away, and we'll see. Here's our nominations, and we did get the Best Actress nomination. So you're saying there's a chance. Yeah, she's a 10 star. She's going up against a 9 and a 3. Huh? 3.6? 2.3? You're telling me no other movie could beat this in nominations? What kind of special favors are you doing over there, Marganese, who, last I checked, has no theaters to even release movies in? Box office 0. Like, there's no way you're nominated. What, do you just release it at a film festival on a public screen out in the open space where no tickets are sold? Like, and people stopped on the sidewalk and went, huh, that's interesting. We should give it a Pollux. What the heck is this? That's crazy. We're going to win Best Director, easy. Probably will win Best Screenplay. We're going up against a 10, though. 9.8, yeah. To be fair, our scripts are... our scripts really are valuable. They're eligible to be a 10. Just, they didn't win it. But it's fine. It's fine. Yes, for the 4th time this video, go ahead and be established in things. God damn it. Anthony Reese wants more money. You are capped at 9, I think, for now. Why don't we get you with like a couple movies, just so I can maybe look into the possibility of... Man, you're expensive, but you bring in some star power, so... I guess if we're going Act 2, I don't even know if this will transfer. Like maybe my contracts will even have to be shifted. We'll see. I have the money. 5 movies for him. Okay, no big deal. Wonderful. Tell me you're still a 10. I want to release 110 popcorn movie. Damn you. It's my editors. At least it's a reasonable drop for the editor. That one's not as reasonable. Honestly, it took a 10 out of 10 script and made it to where it doesn't even qualify for the boutique bonus. Yeah, it could win a Pollux at least, but that's not how I expected that to go. Okay. Well, like I said, there's random variants. We'll see the post-release analytics of Wonderful, and we'll see why it dropped. Why didn't you get the score that I feel you should have gotten? Don't know. We might as well just give it all the showings, right? We got nothing else to release next to it, so we'll just do that really quick. There we go. We're going to go up against In Law We Trust. I guess we'll do maxed out advertising as well. If it appeals to women... probably want at least these 3, and then it also appeals to young women too. I'm not sure how many of them will show up, but we'll go down this side. We'll go down this side. Tell me there are some dirty tricks I can play. Yeah, I thought you would do it. Yeah, I thought you would. Do we have any agents for Defend the Innocent? 85% and 85%. Let's not be cheap. Let's do the guarantee. Well, 90%. It's really not that difference of odds, is it? Might as well risk it. 5% and I save some money. Why not? Charlie needs to do some kind of dirty trick. Donald will go ahead and do the aid for the homeless. And maybe we can buff the numbers here with... No, we can't. Wendy's not going to do it. Okay. That's fine. A couple of dirty tricks there to help out the film. And away we go. Well, guys, I think we are pretty much ready to go, right? For Act 2. We're ready for things to transition there, if they're going to allow me to transition it. Of course, you might be wondering, well, hey, they're about to take your theaters away. What's going to happen? Well, I mean, like, basically the end of the game is what happens, you know, until Act 2. So I think it might be kind of an interesting way of transitioning into Act 2. If we didn't have any movies pending, I wanted to kind of keep it clean, which is what I'm doing right here. You notice there's nothing in pre-production, right? I don't have any scripts or anything like that. I wanted to kind of start fresh in Act 2 because, you know, it's a different playlist and stuff. So, yeah, that's kind of why I'm doing this. So this is our finale episode, and we're going to transition into it, and hopefully they fix that 10 out of 10 problem. This promises to be an evening of outstanding films and heartfelt speeches, all carefully rehearsed in front of the mirror. So make yourself comfortable. The show is about to begin. He's not as funny as the other guy. Just saying. All right, better not be stone lips. No Larry. Good job, Tom Norris. Way to go, buddy. That's right. Larry's sad. All right. Actress. Come on, Wendy Carpenter. You know what? I didn't even boost her. I didn't boost her. Like, I thought about that as soon as I hit the button. I went, wait, no, you didn't put any influence into her. What are you doing, Charlie? You could have done this. And it worked out anyway. Oh my gosh. The moment I hit the button, I was like, shit, I forgot about the little toggle that spends influence. Darn it, what have I done? Didn't matter. The game did not punish me for it. So I've pretty much completed everything I wanted to do. I got Alice the Pollux. Been trying to get her a Pollux for a decade. I got Wendy Carpenter to 10, and I got her a Pollux. I got my character to 10, and he's in a movie that ultimately ended up flopping. Well, I guess not. No, he's not in a movie that flops. He's the movie that's going to be released right now, right? Yeah. So that's fine. We got our own camera made, and we used it on a movie. I don't think we're going to actually release a 10 out of 10 movie. We didn't do that. We got close. 9 point whatever, right? Is very close. But I'm content with it. I'm content with how things have worked out for Act 1. And I think ultimately, I think we can all agree, complete and total domination over the AI is what's happened here. But how does that continue, right? Because in Act 2, we swept the Pollux, by the way. I wasn't even paying attention. We completely swept it for the last year. Like, very good. Very good. Yeah. So that happened. We'll pay our taxes and that's it. And then everybody starts getting established in roles. Wendy's going to be established as a widow, isn't she? She's going to be established as a war widow. I'm not sure how she feels about that, but that's going to be her established role at some point here in this 5th time of sitting through these windows. The only downside of winning the Pollux is having to wait for that. She didn't get it. Did she not get it? Hold on. Did she not get it? Where the heck is it? 25 days left in protection. I might as well check it while I'm there. Actors. You didn't get established. Genres in which the actor is commonly associated after... Oh, wait. Okay, you didn't get established in this because the movie that you acted in didn't win anything. It's not about your award. It's about the movie you're in winning the award, I think. Right? That's a different thing. So go back over to... will establish themselves in any roles they perform in pictures taking first place in box office receipts. It has to do with box office receipts. And then this one is your actors will establish themselves in any roles they play if the film wins a Pollux for Best Picture. So Wendy did none of those things. Okay. Until Wonderful. She might have done it for Wonderful. I guess we'll have to find out later, won't we? Yeah? The trick didn't work. Because of course it didn't work. Turns out Charlie Pryor is not very good at martial arts. While fighting the hooligan, he lost his balance and struck his eyebrow on a railing. The doctors gave him 6 stitches. 85% chance of success. Okay. Fine. The 6th time we're seeing that. It's crazy. Okay, final thing here. Wonderful gets an A. All right. I mean, I'm content with that. It's not a 10. It's a 9.8. But we did get 2 people who really like it. I'm not sure why this is weird, right? Glowing with that extra star not glowing. So that's interesting. This one, now it is. Now it's glowing. Okay, I guess. Yeah. So there we go. Wonderful did really well. And you know what? She can probably win another Pollux at this point. I'm paying her a lot more money now. So ultimately, she ended up a superstar, right? Thanks to Pryor Media. She ended up a superstar. Guys, this has been Hollywood Animal. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If Act 2 can pick up right from when we left off, then I will start a new playlist with that soon. Not right away. Got some other projects I want to cover, but we'll start a new project with it soon. And we'll continue it from there, okay? Thanks for watching. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.